Yo. Okay. I'm gonna kick the shit out of my damn figures. I'd like to welcome you guys to another OneTake review. This is my review of Bright. This is a movie I've been looking forward to. Really don't look forward to Netflix movies, but this is one of those things. And you got it on Netflix say they want to get into like more making original films, and they want to get into like the realm of like blockbusters. You know, they wanted a blockbuster film. This movie cost like $90 million, so they're like, yeah, we gonna dabble in this, see what we do. Even though, excuse me, we don't really know what the Netflix numbers are like because they don't really release like the numbers as far as like the viewership for their stuff. But it's pretty much like, hey, we're investing in what we have at home. You know what I'm saying? And Bright is a Netflix original, so it's. And I like a lot of the stuff Netflix has done as far as like series and stuff. So this is their first like big budget movie they went with, and from the trailers, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I like the trailers, but I'm like don't. I think this is gonna be very very convoluted, and I'm not gonna know exactly what's going on. Not really, not really. It's pretty simple. You pretty get it. You get it pretty quick. If I'm just being real, and let me be real. I don't know if any of you guys. I don't know if I've ever said this on my channel. Told you guys, but Will Smith is my favorite actor of all time. Hands down, easily. Not even a contest. Not even up for debate. I feel like Will Smith is the greatest of all time. Like I said, not even up for debate on this channel, buddy. You don't agree, or you got some smart to say? Comment on somebody else's video that. Not on this one. But anyway, it stars Will Smith, Joe Edgerton, and it pretty much stars them. Okay, if I'm just being real, it stars them. It stars Lucy Fry as well as a character. It's pretty much about Will Smith. This is I want to say it's in the future, but it doesn't tell you what year this is. If I'm just being real, and you don't know if it's like an alternate reality or what. It can't be an alternate reality because they reference Shrek. But at the same time, you see some of the cars and stuff. You're like, oh, those are like cars from like modern time, and you say like, so is it in the future or is it just like alternate things? And some things twisted and some things still go on the same way. You don't really know. That's kind of one of the things I was wondering about. And Will Smith is a cop, and it takes place in Los Angeles. Will Smith is like a cop who's just coming off uh, uh, relief. I think that's what they call it. Whatever. He got hurt on the job, and he got shot by an orc. And orcs are pretty much the outcasts of the entire world. You have your orcs who are pretty much the outcasts. You have your humans. You have fairies. You have elves who are pretty much at the top. Elves are like the 1%ers, I think, pretty much you base it. And elves are paid. They live the luxury lives. Like they have all the best neighborhoods. You pretty much know what I'm talking about. When you referring to like elves, they pretty much the definite higher class people. And orcs are pretty much like the people who they're really like the outcasts. Mostly they look at them as like thugs. Only orcs really fuck with orcs. Nobody else really fuck with them. But you have this orc who wants to become a cop, and they have rights, so he's allowed to. With that character played by Joe Edgerton, Nick Jacoby, and he's partners with Will Smith character Daryl Ward, and Will Smith got shot on the job with you know what I'm saying, with Jacoby, and they felt he got shot by an orc. So he will. It's kind of like this whole conspiracy in like the police department that like, yo, he let, when you got shot, he let the guy get away because orcs will always have orcs back, even though he's pretty much an outcast from all the other orcs. They have like these they're not fangs, but like I don't know, like the teeth hang out the bottom, like, and his are like rounded. They're like cut down and rounded because he's an unblooded orc. I don't know exactly what unblooded orcs mean. It means because I guess that means they pretty much not a part of the whole thing of like orcs, and that's pretty much the big thing about it is that he's an unblooded orc, and no other orcs like him. None of the people like him, so he's really like this outcast. But the only thing he wants to do is be a cop. And Will Smith doesn't really want to be around him himself because I think he's pretty much lost his trust at this point. But Will Smith don't understand that people really don't like him either. I won't go too much in detail to tell you about the story, but either way it goes, they report and just pretty much give you everything you've seen from the trailer. Is that they find this magic wand, and this magic wand can only be controlled by people who are called brights. People who control the magic wand. You can make wishes. It does a lot of different things, and they're pretty much playing keep away. And the movie pretty much about them playing keep away with this wand and trying to figure out who they can trust. And things like that, and get this wand to like the people who can ultimately get away from them while they're being chased by the Layla, played by Numi Rapace. I think that's her name. I'm gonna be honest. The villain pretty much like the weak point in this movie for me. They meet a elf named Tika, and played by Lucy Fry, and she's on the lawn. She was the person who had the wand with them, and she's just trying to get away from Inferno. That's pretty much the group called. They're trying to resurrect the dark something. Listen, it's a lot of shit. I promise. It's a lot, but it's not a lot because that's pretty much how this whole thing came to be. How we have a world with like elves and orcs and all that shit. And I think we even got a dragon. I seen a dragon in this motherfucker. Okay, I don't know if anybody else noticed it, but there's a dragon in this movie. It's not really seen. It's just flying over LA, but it's a motherfucking dragon in the movie. I was a dragon. Don't give a damn. But like. So we're at this whole thing, and they're just trying to keep away. But like I was saying, the villain is pretty much a weak point. We get no depth to the villain whatsoever, at all. Like the villain's just there. You just know they're trying to get the one, and that's it. You don't really hear them talk. They don't have like master plan. You just know they're trying to raise this guy back from the whatchamacallit, wherever he's at, because he's been trapped away. You have the light of the shield of the shield of light, or the light of shield. Some of our agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that they the protectors who used the magic to seal the guy away 2,000 years ago. It seems so much like a lot, but it's technically not. It's just describing it's gonna be like, yo, what the fuck? You watch it and be like, oh, okay, those guys. Oh, she trying to be protected by them, so she can't. Oh, okay, but yeah, and then you have this like federal agent, the what's the name, task force, the magic task force, and they're in the movie, but they really serve no purpose at all. I don't even know who plays those characters because they ain't like makeup. I know one of them, Happy Anderson, plays Monty Who. Yeah, yeah. He really does nothing. If I'm just being honest. Yep, doesn't do a thing. I don't know their purpose in here. They show up. They're always late. They never show up on time. So I don't really get it. So really, the main people are just Will Smith and Joel Edgerton's character. Just them going around. They get into a whole lot of gangster shit. Simply, I'm talking about gangster shit. They just keep running this shit, motherfuckers. And you're having to and the chemistry between those two is fucking great. It's really, really good. You also have this thing with like Will Smith's family and his daughter, but that they really don't go into that much. They just go into like the character of him, and he seems pretty much like to be like an asshole. And Joel Edgerton's character is just a guy who really wants to be a cop, but nobody fucks with him. So you have this journey he's going on with Will, and they're kind of trying to understand each other. I think Joel Edgerton understands Will Smith's character more than Will understands his, because there's really no trust between the two, and you can tell, you understand why, like, you know what I'm saying, like some certain things happen, and then you understand how the world works, so you just automatically in your mind just, if everybody's one way, and you know everybody to be one way, then there's that one person, and you be like, no, I'm not like them. It's gonna be hard for you to believe them. Like, To me, I feel like the movie got a lot of heart. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I feel like it's kind of complicated, and I feel like this is a story that can be better explained over 3 movies. The critics shit on the joint, and like they actually said like worst movie of 2017, which is to me is fucking blasphemous. If they must haven't seen like All Eyes on Lisa Burbicon and shit like that, I'm just, the emoji movie, like what the fuck? This movie way better than them piece of shit. Say it straight up like that piece of shit. It's amazing that they just say that about this because I really thought it's funny. I thought Will Smith was good. It was like a couple times, like only a couple. I was just like, I don't think I need the comedy right then. But it's kind of like you get it, but it's like I still don't think I need it. You know what I'm saying? It's like very simple, and I feel like it's also kind of predictable. But I also kind of feel like it's like I feel like things are happening soon. Like other things are gonna happen very soon that moves things forward. My biggest, like I said, my biggest gripes about it was like the villains. They didn't give us any depth to the villains whatsoever. We just knew what they were doing. And listen, don't get me wrong, they badass and cold as fuck. But that's it. Like we don't get any more depth to them other than that. Is it a good watch? Hell yeah. It's the first thing I did when I woke up this morning. I feel like I was watching. I was like an hour into it, and I'm like, I'm not saying what people was hating. And I was like, maybe this last 59 minutes is gonna go shit. But like I was watching, I'm like, I really like it. I'm enjoying this. It's fun to me. Uh, that's one thing. Yeah, that's another thing. It's definitely a fun movie. It's action packed. It was directed by David Ayer. I don't know if I mentioned that, but you know he directed Suicide Squad, which pretty much got like another bad rep. But I feel like whenever you do a DC movie and it's not good, you don't really hear about. You also did end up watching. I can't think of the other one he did, but it was pretty good movies. But it's like great movie. But once you like go into that realm of DC and something happens with you, your name you just marked for that for life. And I'm a fan of Suicide Squad though, so I guess I pretty much don't care. And I'm a fan of this. I like it. I didn't love it. I'm just being honest. Like I said, Will Smith is my favorite actor, so I'm kind of might see some kind of bias there, but I feel like it was a fun, enjoyable movie. It just surface level thing with every other character other than Will Smith and Joel Edgerton. Other than that, everybody else is pretty much just like surface level, and they just serve. They're just there to further the plot, and really have no big effect in all honesty. Even Lucy Fry character Tika, she's there. Now I'm not gonna say necessarily to serve the plot, but she really doesn't have a big role. She really doesn't talk a lot. You know what I'm saying? She kind of give us some insight, but stuff she's telling them we technically already know. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I enjoyed it though. I mean, it's on Netflix, so you don't even have to pay. So if you just chilling at the crib one day, just want to have a fun little popcorn movie, you know what I'm saying? Get a couple of laughs and see some action. I think this is definitely a movie you should check out. I didn't want to get into spoilers or anything like that. So yeah, I probably won't do a spoiler review of this. So just, you know what I'm saying, get online, get on Netflix, check it out. It's a fun watch for me. I enjoyed it. So hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comments if you watched Bright already. So go ahead and do that, and I'll catch you with you guys later.